What's up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you my June 30th, 2014 WWE Monday Night Raw review. Let's just get started with this one, shall we? So the Authority comes out to kick off Raw, and I'm just sitting there like, why? Why is it that these guys every single week are coming out, making their way to the ring? And it's not like they have anything new to say. They say the same crap over and over and over again. And so I knew that John Cena was going to come out to confront them. And let me just say one thing. Cena, this right here, what you're doing with the titles, they're all latched up and they're around your neck and you're walking like that, it looks dumb. It doesn't look cool. It looks really, really dumb. You're not the 2004 rapper John Cena. You're the 2014 Kitty PG John Cena. Just hold the belts with both of your shoulders. Your shoulders are big enough to carry both belts, so I think you could do that. But ultimately, this promo segment just did this. Revealed that John Cena is the cover athlete for WWE 2K15. Cool. I don't care. I don't care who are the cover athletes for any sports game, in all honesty. It's good for them that they make the cover, but I don't care. I seriously don't care that he's the cover athlete for WWE 2K15. I'll probably just change the cover anyway with Randy Orton on it, like I do with most WWE wrestling games, so it doesn't bug me one bit. But, you know, this promo was just really bad. It was just like John wasn't even trying. Stephanie was trying too hard. And Triple H, he pretty much stole the show by acting gangster. Yes, Triple H dropping some mean bars, yo, on our dopey-ass champion, though, is the reason why this promo was any good, Triple H trying to be gangster? Really? That's how we have to get a good promo from these idiots. We have to have Triple H talking like a gangster and dropping bars. Oh, God. All this setup was our main event for Battleground, as John Cena will take on, of course, Randall Keith Orton and Demon Kane and Roman Reigns. Why Roman Reigns? Why is Triple H putting Roman Reigns in this match? Who cares? It's all set up for Triple H versus Roman Reigns. And after Cena said a couple of poop jokes, he was walking to the back, and Triple H just said, "Remember, John, there's always a plan B, ugh." And Seth Rollins' music hits, like making you think, oh, Seth Rollins might cash in maybe later tonight or down the road. But I know, and a lot of you fans know, Plan B is not Seth Rollins. No, Plan B is Plan A for SummerSlam, and Plan B stands for Brock Lesnar. I like that Rollins got the win over RVD, keeping his momentum strong. As for Rollins versus RVD, slow, okay match. I didn't really care for it all that much. I did like the promo segment between Dean and Seth Rollins, but here's my one complaint. Now, Dean, he has money on the microphone. It's not about Dean. It's about how Seth Rollins is acting towards Dean's threats. Now, Dean Ambrose, talks about like Seth in that briefcase is not a contract, but it's dynamite. It's TNT. And anytime you're about to cash that in, it's going to blow up and I'm going to be there to ruin your night. Why is it that Seth Rollins is holding the briefcase acting scared of Dean Ambrose? No. Enough of that. I don't care that Seth Rollins is supposed to be a heel, people, and they're supposed to be afraid of the baby faces. No. Seth Rollins should not be afraid. He has Uncle Kane and Daddy Triple H in his corner. Seth Rollins should be like standing up tall. He proved his point. He said last week, put Dean Ambrose in the match, I can control him in the Money in the Bank. Sure, the Money in the Bank ending was overbooked and all that other crap, but he did prove his point technically. He did control Dean Ambrose, and at the end of the day, Seth Rollins has more number advantage than Dean Ambrose. So why is Seth Rollins scared if Dean Ambrose tries to ruin him every time he's about to cash in the Money in the Bank? How come Seth Rollins can't just hold the briefcase and be like, all right, Dean, come on, bring it. I'm not afraid of you. Why don't they just do that with Seth Rollins? Stop making Seth Rollins like, oh, no, I'm scared of Dean Ambrose. It doesn't make me take Seth Rollins seriously as a heel. Enough with these chicken shit scared heels, WWE. Have Seth Rollins show some fucking confidence. Not only will it help Seth Rollins, but it would help Dean Ambrose in this freaking feud. Jesus. Finally, Rusev is going to be facing off against Jack Swagger. I think a feud that a lot of internet fans were looking forward to, especially the mic work that we're going to get between Zeb Coulter and Lana. The crowd was definitely behind this. We the People is a hot angle. Even when Jack Swagger was a major heel and he was going after Del Rio, fans were still hot and would still chant, "We the People." So I am excited to see what they're going to do with Jack Swagger and Rusev down the road. I thought WWE was a PG show, so why were they promoting alcohol with Santino Marella and Adam Rose, two of your most PG characters? I didn't mind it because I am a 21-year-old adult, and sure, maybe that drink looks really good. I don't know. But why were two of your most PG characters on a PG show promoting alcohol? It's just weird to me. So since Stephanie McMahon is mad at Brie Bella, she decides to punish poor little Nikki Bella and put the Bella twins in a match against the Funkadactyls. And in all honesty here, this is all just set up for the possibility of the Stephanie versus Brie match down the line. And not only that, it was just a way so that way the Funkadactyls could split up on TV. And are they really calling Cameron now the bomb.com? Oh, God. WWE, what makes Bo Dallas entertaining is him winning matches and the way he acts after winning matches, doing that silly victory lap, and then when he grabs the microphone and he demeans his opponent and telling them to believe, that is what makes Bo Dallas entertaining. Not Bo Dallas cutting a boring moment of silence. Chase Bolivar, guys, did not even like this. And he is the biggest believer. He was so upset that Bo Dallas did not defend his undefeated streak on Monday Night Raw. He was having a Bo lapse, he was telling me. He was very upset about this. And like I said before, if Chase Bolivar is upset, he does not show up. In all honesty, WWE, I understand Bo. He's a funny guy on the microphone. And I know you like his corniness. But it only works when he's demeaning his opponent after he wins matches. Not doing stuff like this. I'm sorry. I just could not get into this Bo Dallas segment. And I'm a huge Bo Dallas fan. And we all know Chase Bolivar is the #1 believer. But even he could not even get into this segment. So I'm afraid I've got some bad news for ya. Wade Barrett is out. His shoulder injury is a lot more worse. He's going to be out for a while. Thus, the IC title has to be vacated. And at Battleground, we are going to have a Battle Royale. So, because of this, we decided to have a Cesaro and Kofi Kingston match, which I will talk about right now. You know, I can come on here and keep on bitching and moaning, saying how bad I feel for Damien Sandow. But I'll just have to say this. Damien Sandow, I'm going to give you some props for, you know, eating the shit and liking the taste of it and going out there and at least trying with all the bullshit that the WWE is giving to you. So props to you, Damien Sandow, for trying your hardest. I hope it leads to success in your career in the future. And if it doesn't, oh well, at least you did your best. Props to you, Damien Sandow. Instead of bitching and moaning about it, I might as well just show some love to Damien Sandow. At least he's trying, guys. Like, if you were in that situation, I think that most of you guys would just be like, fuck this shit. But, hey, you know what? I got to give props to Damien Sandow for not giving up and actually trying his hardest every time he comes out there as whatever goopy character the WWE makes him that week. So, props to you, Damien. If you want my thoughts on Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston, go download the Chase Oliver app on the Google Play Store and iTunes today. Anyways, the WWE was hyping up, you know, a return of a WWE champion, and I tried my best to avoid any names possible, any spoilers possible. I think someone tweeted me something out there, and I responded to them. I was trying my hardest to avoid it, but I kind of got the idea that the WWE would not be bringing back just one WWE champion tonight. They would be bringing back two, and I was really excited about this. And you know, the two superstars that I kind of had in my idea, in my head of who they might bring back, they're actually superstars I like. So I had no problem with this. But I had the problem with the execution because this is who you bring back. You're hyping up a multi-platform WWE champion returning to the ring. And instead of, you know, having someone else come out first, you have The Miz come out first. And I don't hate The Miz. Don't get me wrong. I like Miz a lot. And it was actually the good Miz, the 2011 Miz, the must-see WWE champion Miz, not the Miz with the crappy beard and the slick back hair and all that other crap. It was actually a good Miz. But it was just like the Miz so uneventful. And I'm just saying this. That's bad, WWE, because so many people who probably don't have computers next to their TVs or are on their phones using the touts, the Facebooks, the Twitters the whole time during Monday Night Raw and are probably just sitting back relaxing and watching this, were probably so disappointed they changed the channel or turned off their TV And they probably didn't even know Jericho. Yes, Y2J Chris Jericho came back during this segment, in case some of you guys missed it. These people probably didn't even know Jericho came back. Because unless you were using your Twitter, and you're right by your Twitter the whole time, you wouldn't even know. And yes, it probably got a good social score, and it was probably very awesome for the social media aspect of things, but it's dumb because, you know, you probably got so many people just saying, screw this shit, I don't give a fuck about The Miz, I'm turning off my TV. I saw a bunch of tweets of other wrestling fans just being like, turning off TV now, not checking out this, and unless you were on some sort of social media, you didn't even know Jericho returned. What I would have done is I would have Jericho came out first, not say anything, have him look like he's about to talk first, and then I would have had The Miz come out, interrupt him, and then cut a really good heel promo. I like the back and forth between Jericho and The Miz. I like the fact that Chris Jericho may be feuding with Bray Wyatt down the line. Yes, it tingles with all sorts of awesome feelings. And yes, even though I know Jericho's going to lose, it's going to be fun to watch. I like that. But I just think it was terrible execution. I mean, why The Miz coming out first? Not everyone WWE that's a wrestling fan is using the Twitter or has a computer by their TV or using their phone or have their phone out the whole time just to make sure they know what the hell everyone's tweeting about. Not everyone has that. Come on, WWE, think sometimes. WWE, you know, every time you give Dolph Ziggler an on-screen relationship with any sort of female, it doesn't turn out well. So why are you going back to that well? Please, WWE, separate him and Summer Rae ASAP. Feed Me More is still fucking over. The big guy, hashtag Ryback. So when Paige came out later in the show, I was a little bit surprised, and I knew something big had to happen. There's no reason why a diva should be coming out before the main event of the evening, and oh, long and behold, here we go. AJ Lee returns, and I was actually surprised. I was like, holy crap, AJ Lee's back. Good for her. I'm glad that those freaking pregnancy rumors are just fake now. Thank God. WWE really needs AJ Lee right now. And so, you know, AJ and Paige's promo, it was okay. You knew there was going to be CM Punk chants because AJ Lee's married to CM Punk. And if I was Paige in this situation, I would have mentioned CM Punk, you know, because you could tell Paige was all flustered when they were like, CM Punk! She was like, She got a little bit tongue-tied there a little bit. I would have said, like, after the line when she's like, no one wants to see you face me for the Divas title, I would have mentioned CM Punk. See, they would rather see a guy that walked out instead of watching you wrestle me for my Divas belt. I would have said something like that, but one, Paige doesn't probably have that option to audible because one, she's a diva, and two, she's not a part of the Breakfast Club rules, bitches. So I don't think Paige has that power to audible any of her lines. But I was fine with what they did here with the quick little match and with AJ Lee regaining the title because, hey, this could be a fresh start for AJ Lee's character and a fresh start for Paige's character. It's the role reversal here. Instead of Paige being a bland, boring babyface, maybe she becomes a psychotic, she hears voices in her head type of heel. Maybe she gets IED. Oh, I'm sorry, I just had to keep that reference going, but you know what I mean. You know, you can make Paige into a different character. Have where, you know, she's thinking she still is the Divas champion. It was just a fluke that AJ Lee beat her. She knows she can beat AJ Lee. She's done it in the past. She's better than AJ Lee, and you know, you just have Paige, you know, go full on, you know, crazy. Batshit crazy. Be a little bit different than all the other divas, you know? And I feel like her moveset works better as a heel. And then you have AJ Lee, you know, instead of being the psychotic heel that she was, she's a baby face. And, you know, I feel like AJ Lee, the whole time during her WWE career, she should have been a baby face. I don't think she works good as a heel whatsoever. I mean, you guys could argue, but I think AJ Lee works better as a baby face. I hope WWE goes down that route. And it's a change of characters for both AJ Lee and Paige, where AJ Lee's a baby face now and Paige is a heel. I hope WWE goes down that route. And they don't go down the route where AJ Lee comes out next week on Raw like, haha, I tricked Paige, I'm a heel still. And then Paige is like this sympathetic baby face. We feel bad for her. And at least with route number 2, we could say, well, at least the baby face doesn't only look dominant. But tell me, guys, what sounds more entertaining? Heel Paige versus babyface AJ Lee, or heel AJ Lee versus babyface Paige? I think option 1 sounds a lot more entertaining than option 2. I didn't watch the ending to Monday Night Raw last night. I just didn't care about it. I had a long day yesterday. I posted it on Twitter. I was just so damn tired. I would rather sleep on my comfortable bed over here than, you know, watch the ending to Monday Night Raw and get my hopes up, because I really do like Roman Reigns. I do. I know a lot of you guys are kind of like on the fence about him right now, and some of you really do love him, and some of you are like, oh no, next Super Cena. But I do like Roman Reigns, and once he was added into that tag team match, I don't know what happened and how it led to it, but I'm pretty sure the ending of Raw featured Roman Reigns looking like a badass, with his music playing in the background and, making him the legit favorite to win that battleground. I just didn't want to watch it for me to get my hopes up and say, oh my God, Roman Reigns, he could actually become the WWE champion, just for me to be all depressed and sad when John Cena retains at the Battleground pay-per-view show. That's why I didn't watch the ending to Monday Night Raw. Because I knew that, pretty much, like, even though they would hype me up with Roman Reigns and make me feel like this guy has a shot of winning that Battleground, I know he's not. So I just couldn't watch it, man. I just couldn't watch it. But overall, this Raw, it wasn't entertaining. I mean, they did a lot of stuff to set up for the future. I will say that, Jericho Wyatt, Paige and AJ Lee, Stephanie versus Brie Bella. You can see the seeds that the WWE is planting for, the SummerSlam Night of Champions, whatever down the road. You can see what the seeds they're planning, and they did announce a lot of matches for Battleground. I mean, the WWE Championship match, the IC title battle royale. We did get some seeds planted, but it's just, to me, it wasn't an entertaining 3 hours. And I'm going to be honest here. I probably couldn't book an entertaining 3-hour Raw. I probably could not write for the 6 hours of WWE TV that they have to write for in, Monday Night Raw, main event, and SmackDown. I probably wouldn't be able to do a good job writing that. And let's not forget to add NXT and Superstars to the mix. But I probably would do a terrible job too if I had to write that much hours of wrestling. But I'm not asking for a show to be perfect. What I'm asking for is at least, maybe an hour and a half of it is entertaining, even if the other hour and a half is kind of bad. That's all I'm asking for. It's just some entertainment. It just feels like anytime the WWE does something entertaining on Raw, they follow it up with like such boring stuff that it makes my, entertainment factor just kind of so low that when something exciting does happen again, it's just kind of like, whatever. That's just me. It's like the synergy of these shows are not flowing whatsoever. I just didn't like this episode. But if you did like this episode, comment down below why you liked this episode. I'm not someone who, if you liked the episode, that's cool. That's awesome. Obviously, you think more positively about wrestling than I do, but comment down below why you like this episode. If you didn't like this episode, comment down below why you didn't like the episode. And while you guys are at it, you should just subscribe down below and also like this video. Share this with all your friends on the Twitter and the Facebooks and the touts of the world. And also, don't forget to check me out on my website, chillinwithchase.com, and follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. I have my Q&A coming out later today, guys. So, if you still have some questions for me that you want to be answered, you can inbox me here on the YouTube or tweet me at ChaseOliver68 with the hashtag Q&A. So Q&A coming out later today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Monday Night Raw review. I'll see you guys all later for the Q&A. Thank you guys very much for watching if you did, and peace!